What's up, everybody? Matt Brinker here again, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to get started in the creative world on a budget. Roll that intro. On spike. Good. So it's been about 2 years now that I got started doing photo and video work, and I started just with my cell phone. I picked up my cell phone, I got a pop socket, which looks like this on the back, and I started doing this with a lens on my phone. That is the absolute cheapest way to get started. If you've got a cell phone, it's probably a pretty good one. You can buy a clip-on lens, and you can buy a pop socket, and you can record yourself, or you can record other people. For about $100 to $150, you can get a stabilizer for your cell phone as well. That's how I started making videos. I'll put links down in the description below for all of those things I got: the pop socket, the stabilizer, the lenses. I went through a whole bunch of mobile accessories before I ever got my first DSLR and tried to up the quality of what I was doing. That is the absolute cheapest way to get started, and you can do that probably tomorrow or right now or whenever you're watching this video. No, go lay down. Second option for you guys is to get a DSLR. And I did a lot of research before I ever got my first DSLR on what to get, specs, all kinds of different things. I was actually saving up money to buy a Sony a6500, which is a several $1,000 camera body alone. I was watching YouTube one afternoon, and Think Media TV did a video on the best budget camera for 2017. If I can find it, I'll put a link down in the description to that. Sean Cannell, you're the man. Thank you, because you've made me a lot of money off your suggestion. He suggested this is the Canon SL2. Very small, very lightweight, very compact, very easy to use. This body comes in at $550 off of Amazon, and when I saw that and read all the specs and realized that I had the money saved up already for it, I purchased one immediately. I actually maxed out a credit card to get it, but I purchased one immediately, and I spent the money I'd saved on lenses. I initially started out with the Canon Nifty 50. It is a 50mm 1.8 lens. That 1.8 is a very fast lens. It's going to be very wide open. You're going to get a very nice shallow depth of field on all of your photos, all of your videos, which is what I was looking for. The only drawback to this camera for me with the 50mm lens was that it's really more like a 75 to maybe 85 focal length with the crop sensor in this. So you don't get the full 50mm focal length that you would on a full-size frame. For example, right now on my 6D Mark II, I have a 50mm and it's got a wide field of view. This one is going to be way zoomed in, so I actually purchased a 24mm f1.2 lens somewhere around the time I bought my second camera. And this one is very nice. It actually is pretty much equivalent to what a 50mm is on a full frame. It is an f2.8, which I don't like as much. I really like the really fast lenses, the really soft, shallow depth of field, the bokeh. That's what I look for in all photos and all videos that I do. I really love that look. Canon SL2, absolute best camera for the money you can buy, in my opinion. I looked at all of the Nikons, I looked at all of the Sonys, and for the money, this is the absolute best, most versatile camera that you can get. And I would recommend it to anybody. I've actually recommended it to about 7 or 8 different people, and I think 5 of them have actually bought it and they love it. So this is my go-to. I would also recommend the Canon f1.8 50mm lens. They call it the Nifty 50. You can see it right there. The 24mm f2.8 is a solid lens. It will only go on this style of camera. For example, my 50mm will go on my full frame. It's a different mounting system. This one will not. Keep in mind when you're buying things, you might need a different mounting adapter to get on different cameras, depending on what you're using and depending on what the mounting systems are. Now, if you are just starting in photography and that's all you're doing, camera body and those 2 lenses will get you about anywhere you need to go. You start taking professional photos, nice shallow depth of field, nice portraits, nice landscapes with the 24. You might want to go a little bit wider on the focal length if you're going to shoot landscapes, but you can still get some really nice shots with them. If you're going to do video work, you're probably going to need a tripod. If you're going to vlog, anything like that, you might want to pick up one of these guys. This one, I believe, is about $50, maybe $60 is all. It's a Joby Gorilla Pod. It's super flexible. It locks onto anything. You can bend them every way. I'm OCD, so I don't like bending them. I like keeping them straight, and it always bothers me when they're messed up. People love to mess them up when they see them, and it really bothers me. If this one's messed up right now, I'm gonna fix it. But this is a really solid tripod to get. You can stick it anywhere, you can leave it. It's gonna hold the camera, especially a small camera like the SL2. If you're going to be doing video work, you also are probably going to need a microphone. half of video work is audio work. You have to get good at audio work. I would suggest getting a shotgun mic to go on top. Keep in mind, you want to be about 3 feet away from your subject. I actually have a microphone on my camera right now. It's about 5 feet from me. I won't use that audio. Right over here, I have audio and it's much closer. It's going to be a much cleaner sound. It's going to be a much more deep and bassy sound like you would hear in my voice normally. I should not sound very distant. Keep that in mind when using this. You might want to use a 24mm focal length and get closer to your subject if you're recording talking pieces. That way you get good, crispy, clean audio and don't have to worry about background noise and things of that nature. This is a Rode Video Mic Go, I believe, and this comes in at about $100 on Amazon. Again, links are going to be down in the description of all the stuff that I buy. I will also say this is a dead cat that goes on the microphone. These things are awesome. They reduce a lot of wind noise if you're outside recording. They are about $10 to maybe $30 depending on what company you go with, but you can get that to go on top of your microphone and it's going to make the sound a lot better than if you just had that outside recording. If I were going to get started again right this minute, this is the setup I would buy to start with. Canon SL2 550 for the camera body off of Amazon. Canon f1.8 50mm lens, about $120 on Amazon. Rode Mic Go is going to get you good audio. It's going to get you good directional audio to record people, to vlog, whatever you want, about $100. Nice little tripod that goes anywhere. If you're looking for a bigger tripod, you can get them so cheap. I think the Amazon Basics tripods are like $10. They are plastic junky. They are not heavy duty, but I have a solution for that one if you want. This is a Neewer is the company tripod. It has legs that come out. They extend out this direction. This extends up also. It's got a ball head on here. I think this is about $100, but it's going to get you whatever you need to do. Very versatile, very lightweight, very sturdy though. It's going to get you everything you need to go. You can get in and out of tight spaces with this. This can fold up and go on your bag. It can go under your arm. Really great tripod for the money. I would recommend this one too. I will say one drawback to the SL2 when it comes to audio, by the way, is that there is no jack for a headphone to be able to listen to your audio that you're getting. And there's no on-screen way to monitor the audio levels. So on my 6D Mark II, I have the audio levels over here on the screen I can see. And on my external recorder on this microphone, it has audio levels I can see while I'm recording. So I know if I'm peaking, if I'm too loud, if I need to bring the gain down. But on this, there's no way to do it while you're recording. You can go into the settings and you can check the environment and you can see where it's at and you can do tests. But I just found it to be a much easier way to plug headphones in or watch the audio levels while I'm recording something and know where I'm at. Drones are not for everybody, but they were for me. I actually started with a DJI Spark. It's about $500 for the base price. This is actually a Mavic Air here. I love this drone because it folds up very small. This goes down and in, this flips under, same thing over here, and then it goes to there, and then boom, look how small that thing is. It's the size of your hand. It shoots 4K, it shoots slow-mo in 1080, it shoots, I think, 12 megapixel photos, more than enough. It's a great little device. Keep in mind that if you're using a drone for any type of promotional or paid work, you must be federally certified. I did not know that when I started. I used my drone a lot and I got a lot of attention out of it. And then I realized, oh wait, I can't even use this for promotion for myself. Otherwise I'm violating rules. So I stopped using it altogether until I got my federal certification. It's not really that difficult to do. I got a study guide and some tests and took a bunch of practice tests and then went and took the test. And now I am federally certified to fly drones and sell that footage or those images for money or for promotional work. I got my first drone about a year ago and I love using them. They're so much fun. They're such great tools. Once I got my full camera kit, the camera, the lens, the tripod, and the microphone, I used the money I got from jobs for that to reinvest and pay for the camera. And then I reinvested even more and bought my first drone. Things are only about $500 to $800. You can spend a lot more if you get the Fly More package, which I would recommend. You need to have extra batteries. The battery life on this one is about 20 minutes. The battery life on the Spark is only about 15. I have 4 batteries for each of them. I actually sold my Spark. I don't have it any longer, but I had 4 batteries for that. That's all I have for you guys today though. For about $800 to $1,000, you can get started in the creative world doing photos and videos professionally at a high level. You can then make money off of that camera kit and then invest it, pay for the camera, pay for a new one, pay for a drone. If you're smart and you know how to network and you know how to build a following. It paid off for me and I would recommend anyone to start with this kit. The colors that you get out of a Canon camera are beautiful. The lens is amazing. The microphone is great. The tripod is great. The The drone is great. That's how I got started. We're about 2 years down the road now, and I now have a Canon 6D Mark II that I'm using to film. I have 2 Canon SL2s that I use as backup cameras or second and third shooters, and I also have a DJI Spark. These things have more than paid for themselves, and I would so recommend to anybody to get started this way. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please give it a like. It'll help me. Subscribe if you aren't already, and please leave me a comment if you'd like to know anything more. The links will be down in the description below. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think about this video and what you think about the cameras or what your favorite cameras are. Hit me in the comments down below and let's chat. Till next time, peace.